Le dos, on commence sur le dos, on peut avoir les bras sur nos côtés. You can have your arms by your sides. Otherwise, you can also have your arms just resting on your hips or on your tummy if that feels a little bit more natural for you here today. Be sure that you can see everything. Just back here a little. Parfait. Fait qu'on trouve une connexion avec les respirations. Et avec nos corps. Connecting your breath and your body. Now we're finding a comfortable place on our back, so that's either legs long, maintaining that natural curve at the base of your spine, or else knees bent, feet flat, and lowering the low back a little bit, releasing that curve, giving the low back a bit more support. And again, either arms are by your sides or hands on your hips or on your low belly. Et on respire ensemble. On commence avec les inspirations par le nez puis les expirations par la bouche. So starting with inhales through the nose and exhales out the mouth. And today with each exhale, I want you to imagine sending loving energy with your exhales to your space, to your body, to those in your immediate circle. And like a ripple in the water, I want you to imagine those exhales of loving energy creating space and touching the people around you in your home, in your community, expanding throughout your province or your state, out into the country that you live in. And even allowing yourself to imagine those exhales of loving energy encompassing the entire world. Fait que c'est pas seulement à nous, c'est pas seulement juste nos respirations, mais c'est les respirations, les expirations collectives. Imagine as though each and every person was able to exhale love, respect, compassion, and energy to each and every person around them. And now starting to come back inward, going from the world to your country, to your province or state, back into your community, and finally into your home. On revient dans le corps, on revient dans nos corps, sur nos tapis, dans nos vêtements. Et très, très, très lentement, les deux genoux vers le corps, bring both knees into the chest, take your time. Wrap your arms around your legs, give yourself a really nice squeeze, maybe even giving yourself a little hug of thanks, un petit câlin de remerciement pour être là aujourd'hui. Give yourself a little kudos for being present today. And then when you're ready, extending your legs and your arms to the sky, just rolling out your ankles and your wrists, releasing any of those creaks and cracks from the day or from the night, depending on when you're tuning in. On remet les bras sur nos côtés, puis on place les deux pieds sur le tapis, les talons très proches de nos fessiers. So your heels are really nice and close to your bum. Bridge with movement. Breathe in, pressing into your feet. Lift up your hips. You don't have to go too high here. And then exhale, come back down. We're going to do that another 3 times. Maybe coming up a little bit more each time. Breathe in, find length at the back of the neck. Et on déroule très lentement, expiration. Un autre 2 fois, on inspire, les hanches vers le ciel, lift. Exhale and lower. Feel each vertebra melt down. Last time, breathe in, lift. Maybe you squeeze for a moment at the top. Exhale and drop back down. Keeping the left foot on the mat, right foot to rise. Breathe in, press into the left foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come back down. So same thing, just single-legged. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. We're going to squeeze for a moment at the top. Fait qu'on inspire, puis on garde ici pour un petit moment, et on expire, puis on relâche. Last time, breathe in, lift. On the exhale, drop your right foot down, switch right away. Inhale, left leg rises, press into the right foot, lift, and drop. Un autre 3 fois, up and down. Don't forget to squeeze at the top. Et on déroule, expiration, dernière fois, last time, up and down. Exhale. Lifting up both legs to the sky. We're going to wake up the abdominals nice and early here. So we're going to come in for 2 sets of 15 toe taps. So when we toe tap, extending the arms, fait que les bras sont longs, puis on trouve une activation dans le cou et dans les épaules. So you're going to lift up your head, neck, and shoulders and glue the belly button towards the spine. Puis on expire par la bouche 15 fois pendant qu'on touche les orteils. So 15 times. Take a deep breath in. And 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms come down, feet come down. Les intérieurs de nos pieds poussent ensemble, puis on ouvre les jambes. So soles of the feet come together. And then bring them back in. So reset, send the legs up towards the sky, arms up. On inspire, activation dans la tête, le cou et les épaules. Big inhale. And again, 15. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2 et 1. Cette fois-ci, on plie dans les genoux, bend into your knees, bring them into your chest. And rock side to side. On ouvre les bras ici comme un lettre T. So T shape with the arms and your palms are facing downwards. We're going to bring the knees right above the hips. Flexion in the feet. Take a nice deep breath in, keeping both shoulders locked into the floor. Exhale and drop your knees over to the right side. Keep both shoulders active on the floor. On inspire, on remet au milieu. Et l'autre côté, expiration. Toujours, on colle les 2 épaules sur le tapis, toujours. 2 more times each side. So center is the inhale. Exhale, drop them down. So we're going to try to control that drop. Take your time. Up. Opposite side. We have 1 more cycle. Toujours, on inspire au milieu. Côté droit, expiration. Back up, breathe in. Exhale, drop it down. Come back to center. Extension in the legs, hands behind the knees. Les mains en arrière de nos genoux. Lift up your head, neck, and shoulders and rock and roll the length of your spine. Create enough momentum to come to seated and then transition right away into your tabletop pose. You can hop, you can step, you can take your time. Les mains en dessous nos épaules, les genoux en dessous les hanches. Make sure your knees aren't stuck together. Open them up about the distance of your hips. Good. Make sure the insides of your elbows are facing each other, looking towards the top of your mat. Neutral spine. Fait qu'ici, on pense de pousser le plancher ou le tapis avec les mains et les genoux. So imagine as though the mat is actually pressing upwards and you're trying to press it down, reset it back into the earth. We're keeping the neck long, looking towards the top of the mat. You're activating the abdominals here, even though you're completely straight. We're gonna hold for 2 more. Last one. Really nice flat backs, everyone, good. On your inhale, we're gonna drop the belly, coming in for cow pose. Open up the heart, pick up the chin, look up, feel that nice curve in the spine. Good. Exhale, press the floor away from you and round. La tête est lourde entre les bras. Un autre 2 fois. On inspire. Fait qu'on descend le ventre, la poitrine entre les bras, puis on garde vers le ciel. Expiration, un rondeur dans le dos. Head is heavy. Last one, everyone, breathe in, drop and lift. And then exhale, lift and drop. So you lift the back and you drop the head. Traveling through a neutral spine, breathe in, curl the toes and send the hips up high. Exhale for our first downward facing dog. I encourage you here to feel out your body, pedal out your legs. Peut-être on pousse même un petit peu plus dans les 2 mains pour que la poitrine pousse vers les cuisses. So if you press your hands down and away from your body, notice how your chest comes closer to your thighs. Maybe you really bend into your knees and then send the legs back up. Take one more breath here. As you explore, make sure you're pressing your fingers, engaging the palms and the pads of the fingers into the earth. Je vous encourage de faire ça très lentement. On garde vers les mains, puis une petite patte à la fois. Walk your feet up slowly. Maybe come to the fingertips if you need to. Once your feet meet your wrists, exhale, get really nice and heavy. On peut même plier un petit peu dans les genoux, même on peut prendre les coudes dans les mains. Je veux que la tête soit tellement lourde, la couronne de vos têtes directement vers le tapis. Crown of the head is pointing directly down so that your gaze is in between your knees. Take one more. Pressing into both feet, release the hands from the elbows, and you can roll up to rise. Releasing the shoulders out of the ears. Once you've reached the top, maybe you'd like to roll it back, maybe you'd like to shake it out. Bring a little bit of life and movement into the body. When you're ready, step to the top of your mat. We're gonna come into a flow progression, so always building up on our flow. As you breathe in, circle the arms up to rise. Les 2 mains en prière ici, puis on plonge, expiration. Tip at the hips, fold over. Breathing in, finding a halfway lift as you inhale. Et on plonge simplement, expiration. Pressing into both feet, root to rise. Come up, breathe in. Les 2 mains devant le cœur, expiration. So we're starting to bring in that inner fire breath. Before we continue, I just want to talk to us really, really quickly about that, okay? Quand on expire, you might have been in a class where we've spoken about ujjayi breathing, where it sounds like a wave. Imagine you're trying to fog up a mirror or glass in front of you, and you're going, we know that. Quand on fait comme ça, dans un miroir ou quelque chose, imagine de faire ça, mais avec la bouche fermée. So the way that you're going to do that is you're going to be sending the air to the back of your throat. Creating that inner fire breath, c'est comme vous êtes là avec moi dans une salle chaude, okay? That's called inner fire breathing. It creates heat inside the body. Fait qu'on inspire, puis on expire par le nez, all right? We're gonna start that again. So come to the top of your mat. We're gonna add a little bit more. Ici, on inspire, circle up the arms, breathe in. On garde les mains en prière, on expire par le nez, puis on plonge, fold forward. Breathe in, find a halfway lift, un demi-remonté. Expiration, position de table, tabletop pose. Drop the belly, lift up the heart, pick up the chin. Chien à tête inversée, downward facing dog, exhale. On inspire par le nez. Puis on ouvre la bouche, expiration. Come high to your toes, bend your knees, step, step avec les pieds vers les poignets. Puis un demi-remontée encore, flat back. Exhale and fold. On pousse dans les deux pieds, on inspire, circle up to rise, breathe in. Les deux mains devant le cœur, expiration. On continue de inspirer et expirer par le nez. Again, breathe in, up. Cette fois-ci, on ouvre les bras, swan dive. Open your arms, fold over the legs. Halfway lift, le dos est plat ici. Expiration, position de planche, step back. Good. These shoulders are going to pass your wrists as you drop down onto your knees. Wrap your elbows to your sides. On colle les coudes sur les côtés, puis on descend. On inspire, lifting up the head, neck, chest, and shoulders, and squeezing everything towards the center. Puis on relâche ici, expiration. On va faire ça un autre 2 fois. Inhale, on colle les coudes vers les côtés et on trouve de la longueur en arrière de nos corps. Exhale, drop. Last time, breathe in, squeeze, lift, 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 lift the chest. Exhale, come down. Hands are just underneath your shoulders. Curl your toes, lift your knees. On inspire, position de planche, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. On inspire par le nez. Expiration par la bouche. Let it go out of the mouth. On vient sur les orteils, plie dans les genoux. Again, step, step to your wrists. Halfway lift. That's all one breath. Et on plonge. Expiration. Inhale, root to rise. Come up. Les mains devant le cœur. Expiration. Let's do that one more time. Breath in, rise. Circle the arms. Encore, on ouvre les bras. Open up the arms. Swan dive over the legs. Exhale. Le dos est plat. Halfway lift. Flat back. Expiration. Position de planche. Drop down onto your knees. Exhale. Elbows to your sides. Seulement une fois. One time. Baby cobra. Breathe in. Toute une expiration. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Breathe in. And out. Come high to the toes, bend the knees, step, step, or gently float to your hands. Halfway lift. Génial, on plonge, expiration. Breathe in, circle your arms to rise, interlace your fingers. Exhale, dip over to the left side. You're coming over to one side. Toujours une ouverture dans la poitrine, so you're not shutting your shoulders. You're opening up your heart et on pousse les deux pieds également dans le tapis. Breathe in, come back to center. On change de côté, côté droit. Exhale, right side. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. One more. Inhale brings us to rise. Et on plonge, expiration, fold. Un demi-remontée, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring the big toes to touch. Bend into the knees, position de chaise. Keeping the hands together, breathe in, come up. And then exhale, sink back down. Si ça c'est trop pour la poitrine, on peut toujours ouvrir les bras. On veut être sûr qu'on peut voir les orteils. Look down, make sure you could see your toes. Tucking the tail and lifting the pelvis. Take 2 here. Peut-être on assis un petit peu plus avec les expirations. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale to fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose and hold here. On engage le jambe droite, so right leg engages and lifts. Exhale, bend into the knee, connect it to your elbow. Inhale, send it back, so you're keeping your plank. Exhale, connect. Une dernière fois, on garde position de planche, extension, jambe droite. Et puis on expire, connexion. This time, inhale, lift all the way up, 3-legged dog. On place les pieds droits entre les deux mains, right foot in between the hands, drop onto your left knee. Les deux mains sur la cuisse. Both hands come up onto your right thigh. Exhale and sink down. Fait que beaucoup de longueur dans le dos. Et on expire, puis on relâche la cuisse vers le plancher. Let your thigh release down towards your mat, towards the floor. Take one more. Main gauche à l'intérieur du pied droit. Left hand on the inside of your right foot. Good. Curl into your toes, lift up your back knee, and twist here. Reaching your right fingertips to the sky. On n'utilise pas la cuisse, so don't use your thigh here to chill out. We're actually trying to peel away from the thigh. Beaucoup de connexion en arrière, so that back thigh is reaching up towards the sky. Take a breath in. Exhale, right hand to the inside of the right foot. On tourne le pied gauche 90 degrés, 90-degree turn with the left foot. And we twist towards the left side. Connexion avec le bras droit puis la jambe droite. One more. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, both hands come down. Send the right foot back. Position de planche, chaturanga. Exhale, either with or without the knees. Breathe in, baby cobra or upward dog now. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a nice breath out. High to the toes, bend the knees, step walker, gently float to your hands, halfway lift. Et on plonge, expiration. On inspire, circle the arms up to rise. Les mains devant le cœur, on expire. On va faire la même chose de l'autre côté, mais cette fois-ci, les pieds ouverts. So keep your feet open, only about a hip's width distance for your second chair pose. Bend into the knees, sweep the arms back, breathe in, come up. Exhale, on peut ouvrir les bras, puis on colle pas les genoux. Keep your knees away from each other. Again, tailbone is down, pelvis is up, and take 3 breaths. On respire ensemble. Inhale to rise. Maybe you find a back bend here. Exhale, prayer fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plank pose, puis on garde ici. On va faire la même chose de l'autre côté. On engage la jambe gauche. Engagement in the left leg. Exhale, connect to your elbow. Un autre 2 fois, 2 more. Breathe in, lift, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left foot in between the hands, drop down the right knee. Prends ton temps. On place les 2 mains sur la cuisse, puis on descend en arrière, at the back. We're on the fleshier part of your knee. Fait que je veux qu'on reste pas exactement par-dessus la genou, but a little bit higher up on that thicker skin part of the knee. We're opening up the hip here. And then we find that really pretty twist. So, right hand on the inside of the right leg, et on engage la jambe en arrière. Lift. Good. Twist the spine, leaving the belly away from the thigh as you reach up. C'est un peu plus difficile de respirer complètement dans un twist, fait que c'est pour ça que les respirations deviennent un petit peu plus longues. So slow down the breath. Drop the left hand down, turn 90 degrees with the back foot, and twisting to the other side. Lift. Imagine as though you're lifting from the heart. Last full cycle. On inspire ici. Position de planche, expiration, chaturanga, with or without the knees. Upward dog or baby cobra, breathe in. Exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Les deux pieds ensemble, right leg rises. Pied droit entre les deux mains, encore on descend en arrière. Good, breathe in, lift up your heart. Exhale, left hand down, left leg engages, twist, breathe in. Change de côté, exhale, right hand down, twist, and breathe in, lift the left hand. Exhale. Ici, guerrier 2, we're going to come into warrior 2, breathe in. Dancing warrior, exhale. Wrap the arm or let it rest. Breathe in, warrior 2. Dance out your warrior, exhale. Last one, warrior 2. Dancing warrior. Come back to warrior 2. Reach your fingertips forward. Exhale, drop back into your extended side angle. On inspire. Position de planche. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog, breathe in. Downward dog, breathe out. On inspire par le nez. On expire par la bouche. Même chose l'autre côté. Left leg rises. Exhale, foot in between the hands. Drop down, breathe in, lift. And switch, exhale, left hand down. Turning, breathe in. So everything that we just did, but a little bit quicker. Come into warrior 2, breathe in. Good, exhale, dancing warrior. On a 3 comme ça. On inspire, guerrier 2. On pousse le genou juste par-dessus la cheville. Expiration, on danse. Ça change seulement le torse puis les bras. One more time. Guerrier 2. And dance it out. Breathe in, warrior 2. Reach the fingertips forward. Exhale, extended side angle. On inspire ici. Toute une expiration. Position de planche. Come down, step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog, breathe in. Chien à tête inversée, downward facing dog. On inspire et on expire. Come high to the toes, bend your knees, step, step, walk, or gently float to your hands. Un demi-remonté. Et on plonge. On inspire, on sent que les bras circle up. Hands to your heart, exhale. On inspire. Out your mouth, exhale. Release your arms by your sides. You can shake this out a little bit. On trouve un espace à peu près la distance de nos hanches entre les pieds. If you're not sure, you grab both your fists. Make sure that they fit in between your feet. That is a really good way to make sure. Perfect. Les deux bras viennent ensemble. Si ce n'est pas possible, on peut toujours prendre un strap, une serviette, quelque chose, a towel, a sock, anything. So if you are, I'm just going to grab here. I should have grabbed this earlier. But juste pour vous montrer, ça doit pas être, doesn't have to be a yoga strap, but anything that has length, you can use, even a sock. Sinon, les deux mains ensemble, on relâche la doigt index et on croise les pouces. So your hands are going to look like this. Good. On colle les coudes et les épaules ensemble. Notice the moment you squeeze your shoulders together, you kind of have the tendency to want to puff out your belly. On veut éviter ça. Fait que toujours, on garde l'ombril vers la colonne and the pelvis and the tailbone is angling down. Squeezing the shoulders together, lifting up the chin, breathe in and out. c'est un peu plus difficile de respirer très profondément, notice how hard it is to breathe super deeply here. That's why we take our time. One last one. Really slowly press into both feet. Come back to neutral. Release your arms. Let them be heavy. Shake them out. Half sun salutation just to flush that out. Breathe in, arms up. Maybe you find that back bend. Notice how it feels here. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, le dos est plat. Et on plonge simplement ici, fold here, exhale. Breathe in to rise. Hands to heart center, exhale. Les deux mains sur les hanches, hands to your hips. Take a really nice healthy step back with your left foot. We're finding high lunge legs here. Fait que la jambe droite est en avant and you're facing the front of your mat here. So you just step back with your left foot and back leg is super engaged. Take a deep breath in, reach. Exhale and twist over towards the right side. We're gonna hold it here for one full cycle. Breathe in. Hold it here, exhale. Inhale brings us back to center. Exhale, twist over to the left side. Keep your back leg engaged and pull your left shoulder open. In and out. Breathe in to rise. Runner's lunge, exhale. So your torso is parallel to the floor. Seulement les bras, pas la torse. Only your arms. Breathe in, rise. Send them back, exhale. Two more like that, up. Good, last one. Bend your back knee, breathe in, come all the way up. Hello, right leg. La main gauche sur le genou gauche, main droite sur la hanche. So left hand, left knee, right hand to your right hip. I'm just turning for you. Open up your right knee. Fait que tout le monde reste où est-ce que vous êtes. Please stay where you are and just open up your hip. Peut-être on ouvre le bras droit. Maybe you open up your arm, maybe you don't. Just one more cycle. On guide le genou gauche en avant. Breathe in, both arms come up. Et on plonge, expiration, fold. Back to your sun salutation, un demi-remonté, halfway lift. All one exhale, plank to chaturanga. Keep your elbows glued to your sides. Upward dog, breathe in. Downward dog, breathe out. On inspire. Open the mouth, on expire. High to your toes, bend your knees, step, step, walker, float. Un demi-remonté. Fold, exhale. On inspire, inhale, come up. Hands to heart center, exhale. Tout ça à l'autre côté. Les mains sur les hanches, hands on your hips. Really healthy step back with the right foot. Take your time to place yourself. Again, notice your belly here. Are you just puffing it out? Or can you tuck your tail and lift your pelvis? Good. Breathe in, arms to rise. Twist to the left side, exhale. One cycle of breath in and out. On expire au milieu. L'autre côté, expiration. Really try to open it up here. Breathe in and out. Inhale back to center. Runner's lunge. Fait que la torse est parallèle avec le tapis. Only the arms, biceps by the ears. Breathe in. Last one. Bend the back knee, breathe in, come up. Left hand to your left hip, right hand to your right knee, et on ouvre. Pied droit, on a beaucoup de flexion dans le pied et beaucoup de longueur dans la jambe gauche. Last one, in and out. Guide your knee forward, breathe in, reach up your arms, exhale, fold, Vinyasa. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, plank to chaturanga. Up and downward dog. Take a deep breath in and out. High to your toes, bend your knees, step, step, walk, or float to your hands. Halfway lift and fold, exhale. Breathe in to rise. This is our last standing pose. Les mains devant le cœur, expiration. I'm gonna keep it really nice and simple today. We're only gonna do tree. No toppling tree, no crazy function. We're just going to keep it really nice and simple, okay? So, hands on the hips. Place the weight, let's call it the right foot this time. Fait que tout les poids dans le pied droit and bend into your left knee. Fait que pied gauche peut être à l'intérieur de nos jambes, entre la cheville et le genou. Si ça c'est trop difficile pour la balance, on reste les orteils sur le tapis, okay? So if that's hard, keep your toes on the mat. Otherwise, position 2, between the ankle and the knee. Position numéro 3, on oublie toujours le genou. Do not put your foot on your knee. You want to lift it up higher than your knee. Ooh, I have some wonky balance today. That's okay. What we want to think of here, c'est pas seulement le pied qui pousse dans la cuisse. So it's not just your foot that's pushing you this way, but your thigh is pushing back into your foot. Okay? So this is a equal amount of force that's coming towards your midline. Idéalement, on trouve quelque chose qui bouge pas. Find your point of focus, something that doesn't move. You could bring your hands to your heart. See, this is balancing pose, okay? This is where we find a lot of compassion for ourselves. What kind of mindset do you have when you fall out? Do you fall and go, okay, let's get right back into it? How quickly do you bounce back into a place of neutrality? Pas trop positif, pas trop négatif. Neutral. Est-ce qu'on peut trouver un petit peu plus de longueur dans la jambe droite? Can you find length in your right leg without locking your knee? Can you drop your shoulders a little bit more out of your ears? Can you find a little bit more length at the crown of the head? Imagine I'm pulling you up. So we're keeping it simple without moving, but we're holding this for a little bit longer. Last one. Guide the knee forward on the inhale, kick out the leg, and then exhale, drop it down. Shake it out. Je vous invite soit de rester ici, Tadasana Mountain Pose, or if you want to flush it out in between, find your Vinyasa flow, breathe in, arms up. C'est votre choix. This is your practice. Remember that. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step or hop back into your plank with or without the knees. Chaturanga, exhale. Either baby cobra, which is what I'm doing, or upward facing dog. And everyone find your down dog if you're flowing. Exhale. Come high to your toes, bend your knees, step, step, walk, or float to your hands. Un demi remonté. Et on plonge. Inhale to rise. Hands to heart center, exhale. L'autre côté, tree pose, other side. Hands on your hips. Maybe here you look down to your feet. Maybe you even lift up all of your toes and separate them out. right? Options for your hands. You can stack your fists behind you. You can find a reverse prayer if that's part of your practice. You can always grow your branches by reaching your arms up, but remember, drop those shoulders down. So you're pressing your foot into your leg and your leg into your foot. Fierté dans la poitrine. On relâche les épaules. Take 2 more. Good, really nice and slowly bring that right knee forward, kick out the leg. Exhale and drop it down. Shake it out. We're gonna meet one last time. Vinyasa, breathe in, come up. And fold, whether it's prayer or swan dive, that's up to you. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, step or hop into your plank and lower down, chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. On vient dans notre position de planche, plank pose. C'est à vous. Si vous voulez déposer les genoux, on peut déposer les genoux, but you're going to lower down really nice and slowly. So your choice to either lower your knees or not, but come all the way down to your belly. We're going to work on the low back here. Fait qu'on ouvre les jambes à peu près à une distance de nos tapis, même plus. So you're opening up your legs wider than the distance of your mat. And you're reaching your arms out forward in front of you. Good. Now we're looking towards our hands. On garde vers nos mains. On inspire, puis on engage les bras et les jambes. So breathe in, lift up, engage your engage your arms and your legs. Exhale, bring your legs together, turn your palms down and squeeze. So you're making like a goal post with your arms. Je vais tourner vers la caméra. Fait qu'on inspire, on ouvre les bras. On ouvre les jambes, puis les bras sont directement devant nous. Breathe in. Exhale and squeeze it all together. Good, we're gonna do 5 more. Breathe in, long arms, open legs. On expire, on colle les pieds ensemble et les coudes vers le milieu. Good, another 4. Two more. Last one. Les mains sur le tapis, breathe in, come back into your plank. Good, exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, come down onto your knees. Swing your legs around the body. One last exercise before we come down and stretch it out. This is the last leg, okay? On est ensemble, on peut faire ça. So we're gonna do 3 cycles of 3 breaths in boat pose, okay? I'm taking this a little bit from Ashtanga because I've been doing this practice with Jamie for the last couple of weeks, so please enjoy. But boat pose, we want to lean back, but always keep length in the spine. Fait qu'on veut pas trouver un rondeur dans le dos. Pour éviter ça, les mains en arrière de nos genoux. If you notice that you round in your back, this is a really great place to grab your knees and lift up your heart. You could point your toes or flex them. I sometimes like to point. Drop the shoulders, 3 full breaths in. Last one. Now, cross your legs, bring your hands to your sides, lift up your bum, come back down, and right away back into your boat pose. Peut-être ici les bras sur les côtés de nos jambes. If this is too challenging, come back here. Last one. Inhale, forward, lift. Exhale, come back, set yourself up. 3 more. I'm gonna come here, breathe in. So notice my legs are long, but my hands are behind my knees. Maybe you're here. Good, cross your legs and just dip your body forward and walk your hands down. Exhale, heavy head. Take your time, walk your hands towards your body, breathe in to roll up. Excuse me. Ooh. All the way up, and when you're ready, you can make your way onto your back. You can even roll if you think that that will feel nice. Maybe give yourself a bit of a massage. If you have a herniated disc, if you have scoliosis or lordosis, please be careful. But if the spine has no little quips or issues, you can roll it back. And then bring the entire body down. We're gonna find our last twist. Extending the right leg, left knee into the chest. Main droit à l'extérieur de nos jambes gauche, puis on roule. So you're gonna roll onto your right side. Remember, you wanna pick up and tuck. Si le genou ou le pied vient pas sur le tapis, it's always fine, don't worry. We have another option. You can always rest your foot on your extended leg. You don't have to twist so deeply. Et on respire. So as always, once we come down onto the mat, once we start to maybe exhale out the mouth, bringing more cool air into the body by exhaling that heat. Washing over a sense of calm into the body. Maybe feeling a bit of residual buzzing or throbbing. We moved a lot today. Take your time. Really slowly on an inhale. On retourne au milieu, au centre. Très, très, très lentement. Le dos est plat sur le tapis, flat back on the mat. You could stay here, you can drop your knees side to side, or you can give yourself a hug before switching sides. Quand vous êtes prête, extension, jambe gauche, genou droit vers le corps. Comme toujours, opposite hand, opposite leg. Et on utilise la main pour guider le genou. On lève les hanches, lift and tuck. On ouvre le bras droit. Palm is facing the sky as you open up your right arm. Notice where it is that you feel the breath. Is it really concentrated on the side of your body, in the rib cage where you're twisting? Est-ce que vos respirations sont concentrées dans la poitrine, peut-être en arrière de vos épaules, dans le dos? Maybe it's deep within your belly. On your next inhale, again, as always, very slowly, I encourage you to take your time. Come back to center. Et ici, c'est complètement à vous. I give you about 4 breaths if you'd like to just give yourself a hug. If you want to find happy baby, either grabbing for your feet, your legs, or your knees. C'est vraiment à toi pour les prochaines 4 respirations. Et ces 4 respirations complètes, really nice and long breaths, either in a hug. Peut-être on dépose les 2 pieds, puis on colle les pieds ensemble et on ouvre les genoux. You can make this more passive, you can make this active. Listen to the sound of your breath. Notice the sensations in your body as you're breathing. Take one more in your pose of choice. Wherever it is that you are, take your time to guide your knees together if they aren't already. One last final hug. So you wrap your arms around your legs, les bras autour de nos jambes, puis le front vers les genoux. C'est correct si ça touche pas, that's not the goal. We just want them towards the knees. Tout le monde ensemble, un grand inspiration par le nez. Take that deep breath in through your nose. And when you exhale, let it all go. On expire par la bouche, Shavasana. Ici, les pieds sont lourds. Les jambes sont lourdes. Les cuisses sont lourdes. Les jambes entières sont très, très lourdes. Every part of your legs, your feet, your knees, your thighs, heavy. Your hips, your low back, your belly, heavy. La poitrine, les épaules en arrière et en avant, lourd. Your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your palms, and your fingers, heavy. Your neck, your jaw, vos lèvres, vos joues, vos nez, vos yeux, vos sourcils, your forehead, your crown, the entirety of your skull, heavy, lourd. But your breath is light. Your breath complements your state. Your breath carries this heaviness with safety. Fait que c'est comme vos respirations vous disent, c'est correct de lâcher complètement vos corps. Je suis là. Imagine your breath as a supporting net just below you as you keep sinking deeper and deeper with each exhale. Allow yourself to take 2 more full breaths here. On commence très lentement de bouger les mains et les pieds. I lost my words there for a second. Your fingers, your toes, your hands, your feet. And slowly roll onto your right side, finding your fetal position, bend into the knees, roll. Take a little moment here. Juste un petit moment avant de pousser dans la main gauche. Puis on décolle le torse. Slowly release your torso. Please take your time. Absolutely no rush. Finding an easy seat as you sit tall, shoulders out your ears, eyes are closed. We breathe 3 times together to close practice. Breath in. Two more. Last one. Hands can remain on your knees or in front of your heart center, bowing the chin towards the chest for a moment of gratitude. On prend un petit moment pour remercier nos corps, nos respirations, puis notre pratique. C'est moi qui vous remercie de partager votre énergie avec moi, vos respirations, toujours votre pratique. I want to thank you for allowing me the honor to guide you and to trust me with your breath and your body. And I remind you, as always, to choose courage over comfort. Thank you so much, everyone. Namaste.